YouTube. Teen Ninja. On a lovely Friday afternoon here in South Jersey. Backpack is huge, dude. Vroom, vroom. So, the last 3 videos I tried to do, none of them came out because I apparently, while putting the camera into the case, moved the dial and went from video to single picture, so I got a nice picture of this. Just one single picture. So, that's about it. So, I'm going to try and cap everything in here real fast, but I don't know how fast, real fast is going to be, but we'll give it a shot anywho. So, I'm never getting out of this parking lot, am I? Well, I got you here. This cutout, this divot on the side of the tank here, it's not just for aerodynamics, it's for your knees. That's how you hold yourself onto the bike. You should not have all your weight resting on the hand grips. The steering mechanism should be nice and loose to allow for the front tire to track and figure out where it wants to go and how it wants to get there. And it's not really for support at all. That's why a lot of the handrails will come loose a little bit, and you got to tighten them up once in a while. Because it's not for support; it's for steering. It's not for holding you on the bike. It's for just turning the bike. So. Also, right attached to the foot pegs, that basically attaches the foot pegs to the bike, is a little piece of usually aluminum, but it's kind of, sometimes it looks like a little wing, or like Kid Icarus's wing from his little shoes or whatever. That's called a stay. You know, like a dog, like stay. That's where your heels should be. Your heels should not be, get the fuck off of me. Your heels should not be on your exhaust pipe, nor should they be on your pegs. They should be on these stays and allow for the, that's how you grip the bike with your, ankles. So you don't support yourself with your arms, you grip the bike with your knees and with your ankles. That's how you keep yourself on the bike. You want to try and keep the front wheel, the front steering column as loose as possible. Just to allow it to do its job. Why try and fight the bike when the bike wants to do what it's supposed to do? You know, these things are like finely tuned to balance and all of that kind of stuff. So let it work, man. Let it do what it's supposed to do. And especially on turns. On turns, squeeze your knees tight and keep your arms loose. You know, don't try and force the wheel to turn. Just push it a little bit, and the bike will turn. You know, everybody always tries to force it because when they're showed how to ride a bike, they're like, yeah, you push down on the hand grip. And I mean, to make this left turn here, I'll push down, I'll push straight down, I'm going straight. I push forward and the bike turns, or leans, but pushing down, like down, is not going to do anything. You have to push forward. It's like what they call a moral imperative. You have to. The bike will not turn by pushing down. And I got my right hand on, here's my left hand, I'm pushing down. I'm pushing as hard as I can with my right hand. And the bike is going straight as an arrow. Pushing down, pushing down, and the bike's not going anywhere. I push forward a little bit, and there goes the bike. Okay? So, that just gives you an idea of the type of movement you need. You don't need to, and you could throw off the balance with your feet also, but you shouldn't try and steer with your feet or lean with your feet. Here, for example, I'm going straight. I'm going to push down with my left foot, and then my right foot, and I'll alternate back and forth. So, and you'll see the visor move, the windscreen move. So left, right, right. So it'll push it, but it won't give you enough momentum to lean or to turn or to get where you're trying to go. But you'll definitely be able to. It'll definitely be able to help you to maneuver the bike as far as getting around objects that get in your way. Don't just move your arms. Wiggle your butt a little bit, like you're doing a mamba or a samba. Like you wanna dance with the bike a little bit, and you'll start to get the feel of it, of what they're talking about. So instead of just pushing right and then pushing left, I'm going to push right and left, but also use my feet and hips. So I'm going to get this kind of a motion. And you're trying to get around something that's in the road, a dead animal or a big pothole or a raised manhole cover or a toaster or something that an SUV goes over. You want to be able to sway back and forth and swerve around that as quickly as possible. Again, using your feet is not going to turn the bike. Although if you're a stunter, I'm sure you're practiced enough to where you can, but you should not want to. You should want to keep your hands on the stupid hand grips. It's like granny shifting. Like, you don't need the clutch. Well, but then why did you pay for a bike that had a clutch in it? It's there. You're supposed to hold on. I don't know. You need it. You got to use it. I mean, you can. Here, look. 40 miles an hour. And pushing my foot to the right, pushing my foot to the left. And you get a little bit of a bounce in the bike. You get a little bit of a motion, especially if you wiggle your ass behind it. But it's not going to turn the bike. You have to turn the steering here. I'm going up in the wrong direction, and then I push, and it leads. And that's what you want to do. Make it a nice, simple little turn. But you definitely want to hold on to the bike with your knees here. You don't want to be supporting yourself with your arms, because the only thing that'll do is make your front wheel stiffen up, and especially on turns, it'll be very choppy. You're not going to get a good enough lean because the front wheel won't be tracking where it's supposed to go, and you'll get real choppy, and you'll have to stand it up and then lean again, and stand it up and then lean again. Especially if you're going around a clover leaf or a jug handle or something like that, you want to try and be as smooth as possible. Especially if you got somebody on the back of your bike. But more importantly to most riders is you don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing. So you take your time and you make a nice smooth, easy, calm lean. And traffic is atrocious. This guy is turning in the middle of the road. windy or sunny. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, you grip the gas tank, you slide your crotch forward. Don't be all the way back to the hump where your passenger sits. You know, move your crotch forward. Get onto the gas tank. If you're gonna lean down, if you're gonna get down like this, scoot your ass back. But remember, you gotta kind of compensate for it with your body. But if you should definitely try and when you're making a regular turn on a sport bike, grip the tank with your knees. Just squeeze it tight. You know, you're gonna have to get used to it because your abs are gonna be hurting, your quads and your hamstrings are gonna be hurting a little bit. But when you're actually making the turn, it'll feel so much more comfortable. It'll feel so much more relaxed and like it's supposed to feel. It won't feel as choppy to you. So give that a try and see what you think. Good luck. Be safe.